Well, hello, and welcome back. It is your girl, Color Me Valiant. I am back to pop on and share some of my summer faves thus far. These are fragrances and scents that are in my collection, the ones that I keep out, that are still existent, that I've been playing around with. And I decided that I'm running through a lot of them. In the summertime, I use more fragrances than I do in the winter. And so I wanted to pop on and share some of these scents because some of them I've never worn before. Some of them are new, some of them aren't. And so I'm excited about them. I hope you will be after I share them with you as well. If you're interested in finding out what fragrances I've been playing around with lately and what I think about them, please continue to watch. Alright, so before we get started, as you can tell, I'm really excited. Some of these fragrances, I'm not going to look up and share the notes of them for you today because I want to keep the time down on this recording. It's summertime, everybody is out having fun, working out, walking, getting an ice cream cone, getting a smoothie, drinking more water than they've ever drank before. And so I don't want to hold up much of your time. But I am going to share these scents with you. And so if you've never seen this video or this channel before, if you've never seen me before, again, I'm Color Me Valiant. What we do over here on my channel is we talk all things beauty. Hashtag all things beauty. So anything that has to do with smelling good, looking good, feeling good from the inside out, we are going to tap into it, and we have talked about it, I am quite sure. Inside out, right? Let's go. Right. So I believe I have a couple of fragrances from this particular house. This is an Inspired by House of Fragrances, and I think I have a couple of these to share with you guys today. Most of them are empty, and the bottles may seem a little bit empty, and I still have some of these left because these are travel fragrances for me. So like if I'm going somewhere, I don't go many places, but wherever I go, I like to keep a couple of decants in my bag, my backpack, my work bag, or my purse. Sometimes they're all the same thing. And so what I'll do is I'll spray out on these and make decants of these. So these bottles may seem bare, but I still have some of these fragrances. This one is Aromatic Watermelon by the company Dossier. This is a men's fragrance. If you are familiar with Polo Blue, that is what this is inspired by. And I think I've shared this once before. It smells exactly like it. This is one of my favorite fragrances right now. It is a men's cologne. I love wearing men's and women's cologne. I do calm this down with a beautiful, creamy watermelon body cream and lotion from Pink, Victoria's Secret. And I love their lotions. Not Victoria's Secret, but Pink, you guys. They have the best lotions and creams outside of Bath and Body Works for my particular taste, scent palette, and skin. This is good, y'all. So it leans more on the freshy, aquatic, masculine side, and so I softened this up again with the watermelon scent from Pink. Fabulous. And let me share with you. I'm going to go ahead. The ones that have the notes on them, I will share with you what's in them. I have shared this particular scent before. This one, top notes of bergamot. It has watermelon. It has cardamom. Middle notes are basil, clary sage, orris, which is a floral, verbena. Your base notes are musk, vetiver, patchouli, and amberwood. Again, this one is Aromatic Watermelon. It is by the Inspired by company of Dossier, and it is an Inspired by fragrance that is a dupe for Ralph Lauren's Polo Blue. They hit it. Trust me when I tell you, this is absolutely amazing. So if you run into any of these scents in your discounter stores, and you have a gentleman in your life that loves watermelon scents, if he loves aquatic scents, this is perfect for him. Now I would say that this is a summertime fragrance. If you've been watching my channel any length of time, you will know that I wear a lot of fragrances that you would typically wear in the winter and the summer, and in the summertime I wear more fragrances that you will wear more so in the winter months. For me, lighter, softer fragrances last and work better for me when it's cold outside, and heavy, and when I say heavy fragrances, heavy hitters, beast mode, I wear a lot of those in the summertime. Now you may say, if you collect fragrances, well, why would you wear a heavy clawing fragrance in the summertime? Well, unless I was going to be outside at a picnic, which is very rare, those scents and fragrances work better for me. So that's what I rock with. Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right, so my next fragrance, this one is from Elizabeth Taylor. Was a huge movie star and still probably always will be. Most people from my generation and younger, if you've ever heard of her, you've heard of her, and you've heard Michael Jackson's name attached to hers. They were really, really close friends. All the things. I don't know the logistics. I don't know either of them. Didn't know either of them, and respectfully, so I will not say anything else about that. But most people my age and younger, that's probably where you would know Elizabeth Taylor from. I believe that she played a huge role, maybe before I was even born. I can't remember the time. May have been around the time I was born in the 70s, 1970s, to be exact. That she played a huge role. The role of Cleopatra, and it was a big deal in the urban community when that movie hit. So she has fragrances, and I believe that she has, if I'm not mistaken, she is the number one. She has the number one fragrance line of all celebrities of all times. The one of my favorites of hers is a fragrance called Gardenia. This is it. Okay. You can rarely find this. The first time that I got introduced to this was I was watching a YouTube channel, and one of the content creators was talking about this. She was an old school lady, and she loved fragrances like White Diamonds, and she named some other fragrances that I love, like Miracle by Lancome. And when she started to name some of the fragrances that was in her collection, or I watched some of her videos, I noticed we had similar fragrance taste palettes. Not all the way, but most of the fragrances that she mentioned on her channel that I'd heard of or had before, or know someone who had them, I agreed with her. And so whenever I used to watch her before I started doing this, I would take note of fragrances that I didn't have or never heard of, and this was one of them. This is Elizabeth Taylor's Gardenia. Delicious. If you love florals, if you love a sexy, sweet floral fragrance, you guys, this is beautiful. And you may say to yourself, girl, we can find this at a discounter store, at a Ross Fellers, TJ Maxx, or a Marshalls. You are exactly correct. My first bottle I grabbed of this, it was on Amazon because I didn't know that I could buy fragrances from those places back then. But you can. This is probably my second or third bottle of this throughout the years. And I love this fragrance. Now, I normally wear this in the wintertime, fall and winter. But sometimes in the summertime, I want to smell a little sweet and florally. And because of that, this is something that I recommend for anyone who loves a beautiful white floral, a sweet white floral scent. This is definitely for date night. This is definitely something I wouldn't say that you would want to wear to work because it is a little bit loud. And when I say loud, it's a little bit too florally. And if anybody has any allergies, you may set them off. It is that strong, that potent. Gardenia, Elizabeth Taylor. I would give this fragrance, in my opinion, remember everybody's fragrance palette and scent taste are different. I would give this fragrance a 9 out of 10, you guys. Gardenia, Elizabeth Taylor. All right, y'all. Another one of my favorites of Elizabeth Taylor, since we're talking about her, and this was an easy reach and an easy grab, one of my other favorite fragrances of hers is Passion. I think you guys have heard me tell you or share with you, if you could look up on some of my videos, that I collect Christian Dior fragrances, and I love all of the poisons, right? And in my opinion, and I don't know which one came first, I think that one of the ideas, either this fragrance was inspired by Poison, the original Poison, or vice versa. But they are very, very similar, except for this one is very, 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 very deep. It is very strong, and it is extremely potent. This fragrance will last you for 3 or 4 days. Like, I can spray down in this particular scent and not wear any perfume the next day or 2 days later, and my clothes will still, or my hair, if I'm wearing extensions or anything like that, will still smell like this fragrance. It is that strong. This is one of my all-time favorites. You can find this fragrance, if you get lucky, for under $20, y'all. But when I promise you, when you wear this, no one will ever know that you got a dime store fragrance on it, because that's what I call these. Passion by Elizabeth Taylor. And just to let you know how much I love this fragrance, this is my second bottle this year, or this summer. It's my second one. That's how much I like this. This is fire. I promise you. I promise you. This is so beautiful. You can go light on your sprays with this. You do not have to heavily spray with this particular fragrance. I do. I heavily spray all of my fragrances. And I do. I really do. I have really, really strong pheromones. The hormones that attract the opposite sex, mine are extremely strong. So I've learned that, and in my adult age, I didn't know that as a younger person. I didn't. But I learned that within the last 15, maybe 20 years, somewhere in there, my pheromones are really, really strong. So in the summertime, if I'm wearing a fragrance, I like to wear something that is beast mode, because that's the only thing that's going to work for me. It's the only thing that works for me. And this does it. And I love the fact that I don't have to spend a lot of money on something that works really good for me, especially in the summertime. Because sometimes you have to reapply your fragrances in the summer. At least I have to. I like to. If I'm out and about and I'm sweating, now that I've changed my diet a little bit, then not so much. But this works for me. It is Passion by Elizabeth Taylor. This, when I say beast mode mama girl, get you some. I promise you won't be disappointed. Now, if you get this and you say, your choice, your decision. We all have different taste buds. Don't come for me in the comments telling me something about it didn't smell good on you and you got a bad batch. I didn't make it. I didn't create it. My name is not Elizabeth Taylor. I am telling you that this is the bomb. I love this fragrance. I always will. You see how the light blinging off of it? It's angelic. I promise you. Compliments galore. You are going to get people to ask you what you have. They're either going to say you got too much perfume on, or damn, you smell good. All right, this next one is what I call a beauty supply hack. I didn't learn about beauty supply hacks until I was probably in my 40s, y'all. Okay, but there's a such thing called a beauty supply hack. And if you know, you know. Whether it's Sally's, whether it is a State Beauty Supply, Cosmo Pro if you're professionals, your Urban Beauty Supply stores. Listen, it is what it is. They got what you need. Go get you some. This is a body oil. Now, I do have a place that I go to every now and again, like maybe once a year or once every couple of years, and I'll go grab like two of their really potent and highly concentrated body oils. But if you want a really good oil, something that is gonna last you when you perspire or your body temperature heats up, your fragrance is going to give you a little bit of a scent bubble. This is really, really inexpensive. I think these are perfect for young ladies who want to smell good, but they're not old enough to wear fragrance. Yes, I said it. There should be age appropriation when it comes to being a woman. When you allow young ladies and little boys, kids, to do things and have things before they should have them, they grow up too fast. And hence our society. And so with that, these are nice fragranted oils that aren't too grownish. I have two grand girls that love to smell good. They call it Perfume. If you watch some of my videos, they're on some of them. They love their body sprays and body mist and all the things. So it's beautiful that you are able to teach your kids and grandchildren, if you ever have any, and that's a thing. It's okay. It's a part of your hygiene. And so with that, these are scents that if you're in the beauty supply and you know you got somebody that always, I want to date, let me have some every time you get dressed. This is something they can have a little bit of, y'all, and not smell like they are, if they're 5, that they don't smell like they're trying to be 21 or somebody's baby mama. And I said it, baby mama. I'm not one, but I know some. This is gorgeous, you guys. This one is called Pink Peach Type. The number is 79. I'm going to share something else with you. I normally don't like roll-ons. The reason I don't like roll-ons is because when you roll it on your skin and it rolls around again, the bacteria or whatever's on your skin, it gets in your oil. And if you notice, if you have these for a long period of time, you'll start to see little floaties in there. That is no longer safe to use. I'm just going to tell you that, okay? Safety hazard. So what I do with these is I pop the roller balls off of these after I use them a couple times. Especially if you roll these behind your ears like I do, because I like to put a little bit behind my ear. I do. I keep that ear fine. I do. Behind that ear is important, y'all. You know, no nobody want to smell no sour neck and no sour ear. So I like, and I said ear. This is beautiful. I love the smell of peach. I love the smell of watermelon in the summertime and rose all year around, and as well as oud. This is gorgeous. I found this at the beauty supply. And this is a little bit more expensive than what I normally pay for my oils. I normally do my beauty supply hacks, and I'll go down a little bit deeper in the city. And I will get the ones that are, and if you know what I'm talking about, the ones that you open up and you can just dab them, or you can pour them in your hand. You can pour them in your regular lotions and your body creams and mix them up. I don't do that because I don't like to interfere with the scent and bust up the molecules of the fragrance. We'll talk about that again another time on how you're supposed to apply your fragrances and preserve them. This is beautiful. I played around with this the other night before I went to bed. And I woke up like a couple of hours later, and I can still smell this. It's really pretty. I love putting on oils and emollients before applying my main character fragrances, and this is gorgeous because what oils do is oils allow your fragrances to sometimes stay longer. They make them project if they're a really, really soft and light scent, and they just work. This one, you can probably find these for under $5. In my opinion, $4 or $5 is too much for something this little, because this isn't going to last. Because if you got something hot going on, you'll mess around and use this whole thing up and rub it all down. You know what I'm saying? But I really, really like this fragrance. I love the smell of peach. This is absolutely gorgeous. You can only take a guess of what they're duping this for. They hit it. It is peach, peach, and more peach. Get you some. Okay, so this one that I'm here to share, and I think we're going to do a part 2 because I have so many fragrances and I want to keep the minutes down on my recording. This one, I think it's from the House of Lattafa. I found this and I didn't know anything about this fragrance, and I am in love with this. The name of this fragrance is called Fire and Ice. When I got this and I picked up the box to open it up, y'all, I was hearing this. And if you collect fragrances, you know that when you order them, I have gotten so many boxes sent to me or ordered, and when you hear this, you don't even want to open up your box. I remember once I ordered some fragrances. I can't remember. It's been years. I ordered some fragrances or something. I opened the box and it was just glass everywhere. And I kept smelling the fragrance, but I wasn't sure what was going on. Now, I won't mention that company, but they did refund my money and sent me out the exact fragrances at no charge. So they really solved that problem and made me an extremely happy customer. But when I heard this, when I was trying to open up that, let's see if you can hear that. That's what I heard when I was moving the box around, y'all. And I thought to myself, you have got to be kidding me. But it is like a piece of plastic or glass representing a piece of ice, y'all. This is so cute, okay? Super, super inexpensive, under $50. You cannot go wrong. It lasts all day long. This one is called Fire on Ice by Lattafa. If you love any type of boozy noted fragrances, if you have a gentleman in your life and he likes to enjoy quiet time at home, relaxing, little smoker's jacket or whatever, however he likes to lounge, and just a little bit of a spray down when he gets out of the shower, just to smell good laying around the house because we got to keep it sexy. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. It's superb. I would say I would give this at least a 9.5 out of 10, maybe a 10 out of 10. You see how that cap goes on? It's magnetic, which I love. This is what the bottle looks like. Just by looking at this, you wouldn't think nothing of this. When it's sweet, it is beautiful. It has a little bit of sweet raspberry type of note going on in here, y'all. Like juicy fruit, sweet, boozy note. I love boozy noted fragrances. They smell amazing on me. And again, I like to go a little bit heavier on my fragrances in the summertime. Get you some. Fire on Ice, Lattafa. 9.5 out of 10. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Message. Now, you know, I'm always listening to some music. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. You may not be able to hear it. But I've been listening to all kind of stuff this weekend. This one that I'm listening to right now is Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Okay, so they are one of the most non-talked about, I don't know, soul, R&B, jazzy. I don't know what you would want to categorize them in. One of the best groups that ever graced the microphone, y'all. And I don't know if you are familiar, Teddy Pendergrass was in that group. Okay, and Teddy Pendergrass, if you know me, you know that is one of my favorite male vocalists of all time. He can sing. Okay, you put him. It's hard to put people in categories of what's your favorite top 5 or 10. But looking at old school singers, people that some of them started way before me. Some of my favorites go way back to Donny Hathaway, which was before my time. Teddy Pendergrass, Jeffrey Osborne, Peebo Bryson, y'all. Those voices I remember as a young girl when I discovered I had a little something in there. I could hum a little bit. And that is the way, like when you're learning how to sing, is a really great way to get a good tone. Is to learn how to sing or practice singing, following the vocal patterns of a male singer that can really sing. Rick James, one of my favorite singers. Rick James could sing opera. Who else? James Brown. If y'all ever listen to James Brown could howl. He could sing, like really, really sing. And I've always studied music since I was a little girl. And so I'm a theater arts music fanatic. And those voices I just remember, of course, Michael Jackson, and so many others, but those just come to mind as old school. Yeah, but I'm listening to Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. I'll try to leave some album covers at the end so you guys can get familiar if you're not familiar. Teddy P. All right, I'm back. All right, so I am going to do a part 2, but I want to share these scents with you guys. These are some scents that I've discovered in Ulta. I'm not being sponsored by Ulta in this video, but if they would like to sponsor me, we can talk. These are some Squishmallow fragrances. Squishmallow, if you have any young kids in your family or life, you have heard about Squishmallow. I don't know if my children were as brand knowledge as my grandkids, my grandgirls are. But when I say anything and everything, when it comes out, whether it's a movie, I knew about movies. But movies, songs, dances, they own it. Especially my oldest one, they are on it. She teaches her younger sister, but they both back and forth know about all the things. And so they like Squishmallows. That's the only reason why I know about them. And slime, which is something I never allowed my kids to play with in the house. Slime and Play-Doh, that was a no-go for me. They got slime everywhere, Squishmallow, all the things, right? So that's how I know about these. And they have fragrances. And so what I did was I grabbed some Discovery scents. And I'm going to put my glasses on because when I took these out of the box, if the boxes are really, really big, A lot of times, unless I'm like doing a display of certain scents, then I'll throw stuff away because I don't need all that bulk. I had at one time, I had 3 bags of during the pandemic. I took all of my fragrances that I like to play with and use and talk about out of the boxes, and I put them inside of those bags that you get when you buy comforters. The really good comforters, not the plastic, the ones that come in the plastic, and as soon as you pick them up, the handle falls off. But really good comforters, sometimes you can get them inside of the carriers, are really good quality. So what I would do is just fill up and put all my boxes in there, because I never knew, like when I got ready to move or sell or give away something. When I give fragrances away, typically I love to give them in the packaging or the boxes they came in, especially if they've never been used. Nothing wrong with regifting. And then a lot of times if you give someone a fragrance, they know you've tried to use it or something like that. So no biggie. So let me give you the information on these as much as I have. I threw away the boxes. The box that this comes in tells you what the scents are and what's in them. And so I don't know. The first one, yep, we're not going to figure that one out. I'm just going to call them out by color, y'all. This is the yellow Squishmallow. Isn't that cute? It looks like a fat cat or something. I don't know, but it's cute. I don't know if to turn it like this. Is that the right way? I don't know. But whichever way you turn it, these smell amazing. Like I'm not a little kitty girly type of fragrance person. Lord, I done spilled the whole thing. But they smell so good, y'all. This is the yellow. Girl, when I say like sweet candy but adult like, now these are something like if you have not little girls but like young ladies in your life that like to smell really really good, but you don't want them to smell like, you know, fill in the blank. These are perfect for that. And I'm going to tell you something, I tried these out and these smell really good. I use them for layering, but they smell really good. So that's the yellow one. We're just going to call them out by color, y'all, because I don't know what the names of them are. I threw the box away. This one is the purple one. And I don't know if you're supposed to turn it like this. They look like something upside down and right side up. I don't know. Okay. Squishmallow. This is the purple one. Oh, I smell good. Girl, that smells good. And these are dabbers. So, like, I don't, like, these right here are really, really, like, you have to, these are, like, for display. You can put these inside of a decant. So, if you, like, prefer a spray fragrance, which is probably what I'll end up doing with these. Because just like that yellow one I just put on, it's running all down my elbow. I'm going to smell like this till tomorrow. This one is the purple one. It's good. And I normally don't like purpley fragrances, but that smells good. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. Now, here is one I was shocked with. I remember smelling this one. This one is the pink one. And I don't know exactly. You see how much is gone out of this? So what happened to me with that yellow one is what happened to me with this one. It kind of, when I poured it out, then it kind of spilled on me. So I'm going to try to be careful with this one because I don't have that much of it left. It did the same thing. So you're supposed to dab it like this, and then, you know, that old school. Girl, let me tell you something. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. It is sweet and creamy and gourmandy, and it is just, and once again, if you get the box or like you're visiting a store that carries them like Ulta, on the box is going to have on the box it is going to actually have the notes of the fragrance on them. They were color coded and they were noted. I don't know what's in them, y'all. They smell good. This one is my favorite. So out of the 3 scents that I grabbed that was in this particular miniature kit, the pink is my favorite. Then it smells so good. Like I would actually ask for this for a gift or buy this. This is good. The pink one is gorgeous. Then there's the yellow one. This is my second fave. And when I say my second favorite, because I'm a collector, so I love all perfume. I can make any perfume smell good. You got to know how to layer and what to combine it with. So by no means am I saying either one of these are better. They're all made by the same company, but my favorite, this one smells the best, and I like the way it smells on me. This one is my second favorite, and then this one. And I want to say that there are other scents, but these are the ones that came in a little kit that I got. And you can tell how much I like them kind of by how much is left in them. This one is almost gone. I spilled it on accident. This one, because I just dripped that all over my elbow, is going to smell amazing for about 4 days. And then this one is the purple one. So if you bump into these, or if you're thinking about buying one of these because you want to just blind buy it, or you get a chance to smell it, delicious. Get you some. Forget your troubles, come on, get happy, get ready for the judgment day. All right, you guys, that does it for me. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn, saying thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. Thank you for your feedback. I got a few new subscribers within the last month or so. So thank you guys for caring enough to go ahead and clicking the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Thank you for leaving messages for me and sharing your thoughts about fragrances. Sometimes if they're really, really long messages and I'm at work, you guys, and I don't have my glasses out with me because I don't need my glasses to do what I do for a living. I just need them to be able to read little bitty words. Then I may not respond back to you, and by the time we get home, we're not thinking about nothing that has to do with an email. So I do greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. I really, 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 really do. Next time. Bye.